Okay, what we have is a flying Styro B-25 kit that I picked up secondhand from a guy who did some work on it. I think he picked it up from somebody else who started it. The work is pretty thorough on it, but anyway, so I got a good deal on it, decided to pick it up and finish it, fly it, etc. It's about a 48-inch wingspan, made by some Czechoslovakian company. It looks good, the scale is good, and the overall appearance is good. It's got a couple of 2214 size motors on it, which are actually bigger than what's recommended, but that's okay. Figure you can't have too much power. And it's got about a 48-inch wingspan. It was not a real fun kit to build. It had a lot of little vacuum form parts in it that were hard to put together, cut out and put together. It's got like a pilot in there. I don't know if you can see that, but pilots and a gunner and all that. But anyway, the whole thing comes off looking pretty good by the time it's all said and done. I just finished it, and before I went out to fly it, my wife suggested I take a couple of pictures of it, which is probably a good idea. And since there's not much on YouTube about it, I thought I'd take a video and post it. So if you're interested in this kind of kit, you'll have some idea maybe what goes into it. It took a long time to put together. I was trying to do a nice job, and it came out not as good as I would have liked, but still pretty nice. I think the whole thing is probably pretty fragile, so I don't expect it to have any crash survivability at all. So I'm going to have to be very careful with it. Anyway, it's all set up. It's got an AR-7000 receiver in it, 2200 milliamp battery, and some mini servos and stuff. I'll show you the inside. And there's not much to see in there. All the stuff is routed under the wing because the battery is actually under the wing. I had to cut out a separate compartment on the bottom of the wing to under the wing, cut a chunk of the fuselage out and make another hatch for the battery. That was the only way the center of gravity was going to be anywhere close. So anyway, I can see if I can run motors. Forgive me for shaking around a little bit. With these motors, it's going to have a crazy amount of thrust. It feels like it's going to fly right out of my hand. Just messing around on the ground with it. Anyway, that's about a 4 throttle, and I can't really hold on to it any better than that, so I'm not going to run it up any higher. But anyway, the whole thing comes off looking pretty good. Nice enough to impress at the flying field, I think, especially for an electric and at the park. And I'm looking forward to giving it a try. Alright, so there you go.